These coins have been in my possession for over 5 years now, so we're doing an equity check today on Bullion Breakdown. Welcome back to the Bullion Breakdown, everybody. It's really exciting to do what we're going to do today. We're going to actually dig into the stack and we're going to pull two bullion pieces out. You can see on the left, we've got a gold buffalo 1 ounce, and on the right is actually something pretty unique and I think my best gold piece in my stack. It's the 2018 reverse proof 1 ounce Gold Libertad. And this was the first year that they ever released a reverse proof gold coin in the 1 ounce or in any size. So pretty special coin for me. We've got a limited mintage of 1,000 on the right, and we've got unlimited mintage on the left. So I just wanted to now look back because both of these coins were acquired in and around the same period. It's a good judge to see if you should just buy generic or base bullion coins versus buying something a little more with a little more premium in current day and seeing how that goes, how that value increases over time. So that's what we're looking at today, and I'm excited to jump in and explore this with you. So as I said, both of these coins were acquired in and around the same time, within 6 to 8 weeks of each other, as I went on a furious binge in early 2019. This was my favorite coin here. The Gold Buffalo was not my first coin, second, or even third. I had to wait this one out because, believe it or not, it was a premium versus all the other things I was buying at the time. But at the time in early 2019, I guess it was, $1,702 was the price for this Canadian, $1,702 Canadian for this Gold Buffalo was my acquisition cost in 2019. And then you had the 2018 reverse proof Libertad here. This was a super premium at the time. I mean, it was buyer's remorse and a huge lead up as to whether I should actually make the purchase because it was actually priced at 2,060 Canadian dollars for this 1 ounce of gold when you could be buying maples back in the day for $1,600 Canadian. So you could see there was a steep premium on this, but I took the risk based on its limited mintage, based on it was the first of its kind of Libertad gold. I just thought I have to move, and I'll regret it later if that's the case, and I'll take a lesson. But I thought, you know what, good opportunity here to test numismatic values as they increase over time. Now remember, there's no plan to sell here or to exit any of these metals with this check. This is an equity check, right? So I'm looking deep into the stack. It's something I acquired long ago, and I'm just going to compare and see what current prices are and look at my equity. And the equity is simply the difference between what you acquired the metal at and the price that you could reasonably sell it at in today's market. That doesn't mean you will sell it. It just means you're looking at the numbers. So let's look here at one of the larger dealers here in Canada to see what the current rate for buffaloes are. And you can see here the 2023 buffalo for quantity of one at this dealer, and this is an expensive dealer in Canada, but $2,813 Canadian, right? To give my American friends there an idea of pricing, that would convert to 2,123. So you can see these buffaloes in Canada go typically for a premium, 21, 23 USD here in Canada versus a kangaroo at 2,046, and same thing for the Britannia. So you're looking at like an extra $80 for this. So it's a premium piece here in Canada. Okay, so part of the check was to see and check the difference between our standard BU piece of gold and its growth over a 5-year period and a more numismatic bullion piece and its growth over the same period. So that's what we have here. The Libertad, as I had mentioned, I had acquired that in 2019 for 2,060 Canadian dollars. And boy, oh boy, you can see what a little bit of scarcity does to a bullion piece. This is, again, scarce for the reason that it's the first ever reverse proof gold coin. So that carries some value. And it has a limited mintage, in this case, 1,000 for this particular year. And the fact that it's a Libertad, just in general, they carry a bit of a premium over a standard piece of gold bullion. And you can see the price here. So it has significantly increased. It's in stock, and I suppose selling at that price in this market. If I checked eBay, I'm sure prices would be in the $5,000 plus, just from experience and knowledge in tracking this coin. It's doing quite well. Now, this particular bullion piece is first in a series and all those things, but believe it or not, it's nowhere near the most valuable gold proof, reverse proof Libertad. It's 2020, I believe, that carries the largest premium, and this dealer is selling it for, I believe, $8,000, and it's got a mintage of 500, I believe. So you can see that the even though this is the first ever in a series and it still has limited mintage of 1,000, it's by no means the most expensive in its series because it still has 1,000 and not less than that. So now it comes to the math part. And if you look at what's going on with these two coins, they've both taken very different paths, even though gold spot price has been applicable to both of these coins for the entire duration that I've owned them. So the Buffalo, as you can see, we purchased at 1702. We currently see it on a dealer in Canada at 2813. So there you go. You have equity built up in this standard piece of bullion of $1,111. So really good equity, really good investment from 5 years ago, just to sit and grow over time. That's what we're trying to showcase that these metals can do for investors if you're patient and if you acquire the right pieces. We flip over to our collector gold. That's the reverse proof Libertad. You can see the purchase price of 2,060 Canadian dollars in 2019. And we see it on a dealer in Canada, currently listed at $4,999. So the difference between standard bullion and this piece of collector gold is quite significant, because we see that the Libertad here has grown its equity to $2,339. So if you're looking at what should I be buying, you have to consider both the initial entrance price and the exit price. And the other thing that I'm not talking about here is I'm seeing these prices on dealers. Cool. That doesn't mean they're selling at these prices. I'm very aware of that as an owner of these metals, and I'll have to keep track of that. And when it is time for me to exit out of a metal like this, I'm going to have to do some work. That's just the blunt reality of acquiring higher premium gold. There's less buyers to buy it, and that's going to cut down your opportunities to sell it. And like anything else in life, the price of this gold is only worth what the highest bidder is going to give. So you have to be careful when you're buying this high premium gold, but it's very encouraging for me, who's a holder and a stacker of metals. I'm holding these over the long haul. It's good to see in the first 5 years that there is strong equity building up in my gold stack. That's it for this one. I hope this was interesting, and I hope it was helpful if you're interested in the different types of gold out there. I appreciate you guys sticking this far in the video, and I appreciate you guys giving this channel an opportunity. Hopefully you watch more, and please don't forget, stay awesome.